This is Kristen. The footage you're about to see was taken from December 2024 into January 2025. Not so fast, my queen. Let's fill the people in. She got hired for content and social media management work soon after, thus halting her posting. And despite that taking up most of her creative brain these days, she still wanted to post this video as promised from her poll. She misses YouTube and wants to come back. And although balancing work and her personal brand won't be easy, she's willing to try. Do enjoy the video and be sure to subscribe to see how things go. It's free, and I definitely was not paid extra to say that. Toodles.
Juicy couture.
What's that is? How do you smell it?
Peach jam. Red roses, juicy peach. Ooh, this one's good. It smells like soap.
Yeah, I like that.
This one looks interesting. It smells like a tree. Doesn't smell like anything. Okay. This one kind of eats. Okay. We'll let my mommy sniff those. I got a float. It's supposed to be a peppermint mocha, not mocha. Yeah, peppermint mocha float from BK. I'm gonna taste it. I don't know if she make this right, but child, I ain't never had no float get make with Sprite. I thought it was root beer, but we gonna try it. So.
How is it?
Nope.
I think it's the Sprite. I don't know why. I don't know if that was just a lapse in judgment. If it was root beer, it would have been fine. Maybe I should have said something. Maybe that's on me.
I like it.
Hey boy, I'ma get ya. I'ma get you real good. I'ma get ya. Hey y'all. Okay. So tell me why all of a sudden now a bunch of stuff will pop up on my face, right? Let me tell you how I got back home from being out with my mommy and I fell asleep on my raw mattress. We listen and we don't judge. I can't do it no more. I cannot be in this space anymore. My room needs to be cleaned. My bathroom needs to be clean. In fact, I think I'm going to start with my bathroom because obviously it's smaller. This will help me to get into the cleaning mood and then we can move on to Big Mama. And sorry, I will be keeping my bonnet on for this section of the video because my hair needs to wash real bad. Let's start with the bathroom. Drinking the other half as I clean my bedroom. I did take a little break after cleaning the bathroom because that drained me. I don't know, like that drained me more than I thought it would. Rosé from Blackpink put out her album called Rosie, and I was in bed and I was listening to it and I was like, why don't I just put on the album while I clean? So that gave me a little boost of motivation to get out of bed. So let's all say thank you, Rosie, in unison. If you've listened to it already, let me know what you think.
Tell me that I'm special.
Hold on, Rosie. My dad just bought me a BLT sandwich. So I'm gonna go downstairs to get that. I'm trying to kiss your lips for real. more emotional than I thought it would be. A little relatable, and I love it. I'm about to take my vitamins. Gonna get one of those. My collagen, calcium, magnesium, and zinc. I basically have my room set up to go to bed. I love my nighttime routine. Like, my room is the best it's been since the past month, and I'm so happy. I already feel like more at peace in my mind. Y'all don't even understand. So see y'all tomorrow. Right now it is 9:14. After sewing, my mom and I went out. My lips feel dry. I don't know if it's just how this smells, but this Burt's Bees Dragon Fruit Lemon Lip Balm, I had this for a while. I don't really like it. We went out, ran errands. We went to Home Fabrics to see if they had any stuffing for the bow. I also went to the hair supply store. I needed a mask for my hair. I was gonna do it tonight, but I feel like that's a little unhinged considering everything I have to do. But I got this Sweetest Thing Honey Moisture Mask from the Dough. Ain't this French? The Dough. Anyway, got that, and then I also got this Acai Berry Revitalizing Gel by Cantu. I didn't even realize this is Cantu, you know. I just needed a gel. I hope this isn't dry. Ooh, it smells good. It's alcohol free. Right now, I'm getting ready to decorate my room with my Christmas stuff. And I've done like a whole video on that before. The only new things that I have, this snowman with a pink hat. And then, is this an elf? I don't know. What are you? I feel like he's meant to sit somewhere. I don't know where I'm gonna put either of these things. Okay. Yeah, let's get to decorating.
It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas.
Headache at the moment. I don't know, I've been really susceptible to getting headaches these days. We have family coming in tomorrow, so that's gonna be exciting. Merry Christmas! Good night. Got Jimmy Choo Fever. This smells so good. That Eden is giving grown. Let me see what the notes are. Couldn't tell you. I'll pop it up on the screen. Then we have Wild Rose by Coach. Y'all know I'm a Coach girly. So this is, oh my gosh, the paper is so pretty. Oh my goodness. He might have ate that. Hidden Gem Fragrance Boutique. Period. So now I have a new Bath and Body Works scent to try. It's called Gingham Gorgeous. I have the body spray and the body cream. Oh, this is the cream. Shea butter and hyaluronic acid. So that's what I got. Y'all, I'm so excited. I just love smelling good. Okay, yeah. Wayne and I are about to head to the store so we can make our Jolly Juice today. Good job with Big Mama.
Why my fingerprints and everything?
Look who coming. Look who coming. Look who can't say no to a drive. Look.
Twin.
Oh. Nobody knows me like you do. Hey, when I was 13, I had my first love. There was nobody that compared to my baby, and nobody came between us, nothing ever come above. Now my heart is breaking, but I just keep on saying, nobody like you do. Janae, you might have ate that. Oh my god! I have toothpaste on my shirt, so don't mind that. But yeah, today is New Year's Eve, the last day of the year. Y'all know, like, that pocket of time between Christmas and New Year's. It's been a blur. I feel like I don't know who I am right now. I feel like I'm trying to decide how I'm gonna brand myself for 2025. I don't know, but 2025 sounds like a good year, huh? Like 2025. The year that I have had spiritually for 2024, oh my, traumatic. But not in like a bad way. I'm very thankful that this year has just been so, like, so God focused, and I really see that for the rest of my life. Hello. So remember last year when I spoke about like my ins and outs, and one of my ins was growing a relationship with God? We did that. Wait, that's gonna be a fun activity for today. I'm probably gonna watch last year's New Year's vlog where I spoke about my ins and outs. We're gonna watch it and see if I kept up with those. Last night was emotional for your girl. Just thinking back to everything that I've been praying for and writing and trying to speak over my life. It hasn't come into fruition yet. Heavy on the yet. But like I said, we'll see what happens. The last day of the year. Ice cream!
Let me lift you up so you can see.
I like this one.
So you can pick which one you want. They have screwballs, they have an ice cream sandwich, they have a fruit bar. What kind of ice cream you want, Gregory? You want vanilla?
I want the...
Mother freeze clothes, mother freeze straight. Those who stay crying in church, but you know, God is so good. Baby in my eye. The ins and outs from my videos. Let's do that first, actually. Okay, saying how I feel in the moment. This is actually a good one. I feel like I fulfill this, but it's interesting because there were moments this year where I feel like I definitely over communicated, and I guess that's something for this year that I need to learn is communication regulation. I don't know. Something that my mom tells me a lot is that because I am such a communicative person, sometimes there are conversations that don't really need to be had. I definitely feel the need to talk everything out. I'd rather over communicate than under communicate, but there are definitely situations where it's like you already know how it's gonna turn out, which is not good to assume stuff like that, but genuinely in some cases you already know how it's gonna turn out, so it don't make no sense. The conversation isn't gonna change anything, it's not necessary, or it's just like a really minuscule thing. Like you don't want to come off like naggy as though you always have a problem with something to the point where you have to have a serious conversation about it. So I guess that's something that I can learn. I'm trying to put all this stuff away and talk at the same time. Living in the present. I don't feel like I really did this one to the best of my ability. There were a lot of moments, just people online talking about maladaptive daydreaming and how that can be dangerous, and I feel like I kind of slipped into my forward thinking mind a little too much. A lot of moments this year I can admit where I found myself thinking about the future and thinking about what my life would look like, because I could really sit and think up a scenario for a hot amount of time. Like, it's actually a little concerning. But when I caught myself doing it for a really long time, I would try to shift my focus. So I tried to live in the present. Was I successful? I don't know if I'd say that. Mutual reciprocity. Honestly, y'all, I'm not gonna lie, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know, girl. I had a hard time getting a read on people at some points this year. So I don't know if I was being the conk or consistent makeup routine. I finally feel like, I wouldn't go as far as to say I mastered doing my makeup, but I've definitely learned what I like on my face, and I love that for me. I really committed to learning my face and learning what I like, the order that I like to do my steps in, what products I like, what products I didn't like. Finally got it. We finally got it. Passive aggression. Thank God I'm self-aware at the very least. I have had a few passive aggressive moments this year, but it's a habit that I've broken out of in the name of Jesus. I decreed and declare that over myself. Low-key, I get it. That genuinely can happen and you don't even realize until sometimes you look back at your messages and you're like, I didn't have to say it like that, or I could have been more upfront about how I felt instead of putting it in that way. So caring what others think. I had my moments where I'd get back home and I just jump into overdrive and I overthink everything. Girl, being used. Let me not clock that tea. I wasn't being used this year. Was that because I was putting boundaries to not be used? That I could definitely implement a lot harder, but I really stuck to it more than I would have in previous years, and I'm really proud of myself for that. But the people around me, I wouldn't say that they're using me. I pray to God that they're not. 2025, I really have to press in and stand firm on my boundaries, but 2024 was like a really good start to that happening. Excessive social media consumption, jeez. TikTok had me. TikTok got my hip in 2024, I'm not gonna hold y'all. But I was also trying to build my audience on TikTok. I posted a lot last year. I could have posted more, but just in terms of mindless scrolling, TikTok had me. TikTok had me for real, for real. Heavy drinking definitely had a hold on. No, it didn't have a hold on me. I've learned how to regulate, and I feel like I've had a lot of sit downs with myself and God in terms of what I want my boundaries and my hard limits to be. So yeah, my camera battery is dying, but I will talk to y'all probably later this morning because I'm about to change, take my makeup off and go to sleep. So
yeah, I don't really have patience because as someone who even their siblings,
I have no idea what my room looks like behind me. Right now it is 11:06 on this good New Year's Day. I have a week-long trip to Florida and a week-long cruise to pack for. So that's exciting. I went over my prayers from last year from my prayer board and I created new envelopes. This year I'm trying out a different method. I kind of been going through it today. I want to keep it real with y'all, and then when I'm able to look back, or when I do look back on these videos, I would have documented how I truly felt. But if you follow me on TikTok, you would have seen that I posted basically a highlight reel of my 2024. I mentioned it in my caption about how we should just try to remain encouraged in the Lord and with our faith, because you know this is the time where pastors really preach this is going to be your year and you're going to get prosperity and blessings will rain on you. It's a new year, fresh season, fresh start. It's okay to not have a good year. It's okay to look back at the year and feel like it wasn't fruitful, or to feel a little disappointed that you didn't get what you prayed for. It's also important to remember that at the end of the day, God is still good. We know that God is a good father that gives good gifts. All of that to say, I, like everyone else, had my prayers, and like last year was the first time I made a prayer board, and putting my prayers in my prayer board was kind of like, okay, this is interesting. I'm excited to see at the end of the year how many prayers get answered and all this stuff. And my 4 big prayers, they weren't answered. Just because I put the prayer in the prayer board for that year doesn't mean it's going to be fulfilled that year. Like, my prayers just carry on into this year. It's truly as simple as that. Continue to keep faith in God that He will answer the desires of your heart, and just pray His will over your life, that your heart will be molded to desire the things that He desires for you, and keep praying on those prayers. And trust me, this is easier said than done, because I'm recording this now, and then in a few days I might end up crying and being snotty nose all over again. But the longer you wait, the more He's preparing you for the blessing, and the blessing for you. Yeah, my knees hurt. Ooh. But yeah, I just had a tough day emotionally, and I wanted to include this part in case anyone feels like how I feel. After those sermons kind of wear off and you really look back at your year and you feel like you have nothing to show for your faith, keep pushing. It's difficult, but you're not alone. And just remain obedient, and He will come through for you. God is still in the business of answering prayers. And even me saying that just now is getting me emotional. Hopefully I can look back on this clip and be like, guys, like, all of my prayers have been answered, like, But even without my prayers being answered, God is still good. That wasn't as cohesive as I thought it was going to be, but I just thought I would share my current emotions. With that being said, I am about to pack. God loves you. Never forget that. Good night.
The kind of girl that you could be down for. 'Cause when I look at you, I feel something tell me that you're the kind of guy that I should make a move on.
I went to the dollar store and I just got stuff for the cruise, because my mom was like, you need to make sure you set. You're gonna be around a bunch of people on this cruise, and the cold is going around, and I'm not trying to get sick, okay? I got a vapor stick, first aid kit, some antibacterial hand wipes. I also placed an order on Amazon to get the last bit of stuff. This is just sunscreen. I have some Germex, and then I got some sinus congestion and pain medication. Won't be needing this. And then I also got a reusable, what's this called? Water bottle. And then this is for the cruise, but I got some prayer cards. So that's everything that I have to say for right now. And yeah.